West Virginia Metro News Radio and Television Network, in partnership with WV Video Productions, is proud to present coverage of the 2025 West Virginia American Legion Baseball State Tournament. Sunday comes around with just 4 teams remaining in the field, meaning the winners of both games that will be played today will advance on to Monday for a chance to play for a state championship. Today's contest, Charleston Post 65 against the Post 32 Beckley Bash. As we welcome you into our broadcast position, I'm Luke Wiggs, high above Dale Miller Field here in an overcast Morgantown, West Virginia, where about 15 minutes ago a torrential downpour came through the area, and about an hour ago some thunder and lightning that hopefully has worked itself out of its system, and we can play some baseball today. Charleston Post 65, with their 19-16 record, will be the visiting team and send a lineup to the plate that'll look a little something like this. Landon Nida is the center fielder. Leading off for this Post 65 team, Evan Wilson moves up in the lineup. The third baseman bats second. Luke Blades is the second baseman, hitting third today. Jason Farrell, the catcher for Charleston, is cleaning up. Grant Barclay, the shortstop, batting fifth. Gavin Barnett, the first baseman, he's hitting sixth today. Luke Buckner is the right fielder, batting seventh. Ryan Anderson is the pitcher for today's festivities, and he's batting eighth. Gage Tawney, the left fielder, will round out this lineup for head coach London Strotter. Again, Charleston Post 65. A representative here on what we'll call semifinal Sunday. Charleston began this tournament with an 8-5 victory over Berkeley Post 14, advanced on to the winner's bracket to beat the host team, Morgantown Post 2, 11-4, and then were handed their first loss of the tournament late last night, the last game of the evening, against Wheeling Post 1. So that's why they've fallen into the loser's bracket, but if they win this game, they're on to Championship Monday. The loser of this game, though, of course, will have their season come to an end. Beckley Post 32 is the home team, and they're wearing those black uniforms with white pinstripes as they've sent Lane Lambert to the mound. He is making his first start of the season. He's thrown 7 1/3 innings this summer. This is his 6th total appearance, but again, his first start. He carries a 3.82 ERA into this appearance. 7 hits, 7 runs he's allowed, 4 of which have been earned. He has walked 4 batters and struck out 8. First pitch of the game misses low to Landon Nida, the center fielder for Charleston Post 65, to lead things off. A 1-0-2 first pitch, 81 degrees and cloudy here in the great city of Morgantown, and hopefully that bad weather will continue to evade us now that this game has started, as the next pitch is a cold strike. Lambert working exclusively from the stretch and favoring the first base side of the rubber. Misplaces the next pitch fastball. It's 2-1. Williams in left, Meadows in center, Sims in right for the Beckley Bash. Barnett at third, Brown at short, Kiblinger's at second. Cochran is the first baseman. Next pitch, also below the zone. It's 3 balls and 1 strike. Lane Lambert, the pitcher, and Kesterson behind home plate. Three balls, 1 strike to Landon Nida, the leadoff hitter for Charleston. The next pitch, spoiled. It's lifted out of play. Lambert, a product of Greenbrier East High School, a number of different schools represented on this Beckley Bash team, the Area 3 runner-up. And these two teams more than familiar with each other in the regular season, and there's a pitch that strikes Nida on the arm, was going to be ball 4 anyways. It's a leadoff base runner for Charleston Post 65. Good speed and play with Nida trotting down to first base.
Now batting the third baseman, Evan Wilson.
Evan Wilson has moved up in the lineup. We've seen him hit third for much of this tournament. He's in the number 2 spot today. Cochran, the first baseman, holding off Nida, working from the stretch, but the first time with the runner on base, Lambert delivers. There goes the runner on a great jump, and the first pitch is taken outside for a ball. He'd started breaking for base, I should say, had Nida, before Lambert had started his motion. That's the 76th stolen base for Charleston this summer. And a runner in scoring position for Post 65. Lambert plateward with the 1-0. It quickly becomes 2 balls and no strikes. The next pitch, a called strike, and the first of the count. Again, these teams meeting frequently in the regular season. Beckley dominated the first two matchups, but that was back on mid-June, a Wednesday doubleheader. There's the 2-1 pitch. It's offered at, lifted in the air to left center field, and getting around it to make the catch is Meadows. The runner tagging for third is able to get there safely. Man, it did look like Nida left early, and he did. That's going to be a double play. The bases are cleared. Wilson flies out to center field. Meadows could not throw out Nida at third, but from my eye, it did look like Nida left very early, and the appeal confirms it. So 2 away, and the base is cleared with Luke Blades now batting. It really looked like Nida got a step and a half, maybe 2 steps off of second base before that ball was caught by Meadows. As I mentioned, Beckley controlled both of the first 2 regular season matchups. The next pitch a called strike, 8-5 and 10-4. The teams met again in early July, another doubleheader. Charleston post 65 got their first victory 16-2 in game number 1. The next pitch was a 2-0 shutout victory by the Beckley Bash. And then, of course, the area tournament began. That pitch waved on and missed. 1 ball and 2 strikes. And that Area 3 tournament was hotly contested. A number of very good teams with only 2 able to get down to Charleston. The 1-2 pitch misses inside. Misplacing the breaking ball there was Lambert. The 2-2 pitch. Lifted foul and out of play down the left field line. We'll do it all over again. Charleston thought they had some positive momentum. Runner at second base and their top hitter at the plate in Wilson, but it leads to an inopportune double play. The 2-2 pitch grounded first base side. Cochran with a long way to run, and he's just going to dive the rest of the way for the final out of the inning. It is an unconventional 1-2-3 top of the first. We'll introduce you to the Beckley Post 32 lineup when we return. This is coverage of the 2025 West Virginia American Legion Baseball State Tournament on Metro News, the voice of West Virginia.
Inside all of us lies a potential to succeed. The definition of success differs for each of us. It's personal. One size doesn't fit all. At MVB, we believe in relationships supported by technology, product offerings, and industry knowledge. We believe in your imagination, your determination, and your grit. Our financial services keep pace with your ambition and empower your limitless potential. We say yes if, when other banks say no because. At our core, we power potential. We strive to unlock the potential in you, your family, your business, and your community. Your success is our success. You deserve more than a bank. You deserve a trusted partner on the financial frontier. MVB, powering your potential.
Welcome back to the ballpark. We're scoreless as we head to the bottom of the first inning. We see Ryan Anderson take the mound for this Charleston Post 65 team, and he'll face a Beckley Post 32 lineup that'll look a little something like this. It's Jacob Meadows, the center fielder, that's leading off for the Bash. Maddox Sims, the right fielder's batting second, with Deegan Williams, the left fielder, hitting third. Cole Cunningham is the designated hitter cleaning up. Levi Barnett, the third baseman, bats fifth today. Ashton Cochran is the first baseman, batting sixth. Cole Brown, the shortstop, wearing the number 10. He's batting seventh today. Grayson Casterson, the catcher, hitting eighth for Beckley. He's wearing the number 24. And Braden Kiplinger is the second baseman. He will round out that lineup for head coach Jordan Meadows and the 2014-1 Bash. The numbers on Ryan Anderson this season: this is the sixth appearance and the third start that he's made. He's got a 1-2 record, 13 and a third innings he's thrown this season, 12 hits, 15 runs, 8 of which have been earned. He's walked 18 batters, so controlled the name of the game for him, but he's also fanned 18 hitters, and he has a 4.2 ERA, looking to throw strikes. Though, as I mentioned, we had a pretty significant downpour that came through the field. Only lasted about 2 or 3 minutes, maybe 15 minutes before first pitch. It soaked Dale Miller Field. You wonder if that's going to be a factor for these pitchers. Lane Lambert worked around a leadoff walk in the top of the first inning. Due to an unconventional double play, Landon Nida was at second after stealing the base and then was called out after leaving early trying to tag up on an Evan Wilson fly ball. Then Luke Blades grounded out. So 3 hitters faced for Lambert in the top of the first, and Ryan Anderson looking to replicate that feat here in the bottom of the frame. Scouting this Beckley team, they started this tournament with a loss, 12-8 to post 60 the Knights out of Berkeley Springs. So having their work cut out for them, Beckley then eliminated Clarksburg on Friday 6-5, advanced on and eliminated the host team Morgantown Post 2 on Saturday 5-4, and now find themselves one victory away from a potential spot in Championship Sunday. This is the first of 2 games that we'll have today at Dale Miller Field. Of course, we've got Wheeling, the lone unbeaten team in this tournament, against Berkeley Post 14 coming up at 4 o'clock. You can find that game on many of these same locations, the Metro News television app, WVMetroNews.com for the audio listeners, and of course, those tuned in on West Virginia Video Productions on YouTube as well have done a fantastic job shooting this tournament. Back to the regular setup of cameras. For those of you that were unaware, they lost a camera, at least a power supply for one, back on Friday. That was behind center field when those crazy storms blew through, but this is a fully formed and operational battle station as we begin on Sunday. And Jacob Meadows is about to begin the bottom of the first, stepping into that left-handed batter's box. Again, overcast skies and some pretty gray clouds that look a little bit ominous, and hopefully they'll hold up as we try to get these 2 games in on Sunday. And then 1 or 2 games potentially on Monday. Jack Carlson, who did a great job taking you through the first couple of days of this tournament, will return, I believe, along with Metro News' Dave Wilson to bring you Monday's action. And again, you can find it on these same broadcast locations. First pitch, bottom of the first, a called strike to Jacob Meadows. The 0-1 jammed him. It's lifted foul and out of play. No balls and 2 strikes. Meadows, a product of Shady Spring High School, graduated in 2024 before moving on to play collegiately in the Mountain East Conference. Next pitch misses down low. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes. He's a .314 hitter and has fantastic speed. The 1-2 lifted out of play. The count remains the same. The next pitch again spoiled out, and a battle ensuing here between Meadows and Anderson. Minimal changes in this starting lineup for Beckley Post 32. I mentioned some shuffling for Charleston Post 65. There's the 1 ball 2 strike pitch. It's grounded on a couple of hops to the second baseman, Luke Blades, who makes the play. The 1 through 6 hitters remain the same. Kesterson still in, and Kiblinger as well. The lone change, of course, Hunt has gone to the bench. Cole Brown is in to play short. Brown started on the mound for Beckley in their last game and threw a gem. Maddox Sims comes to the plate, a .340, make it .354 hitter. Batting with the bases empty, 1 out in a scoreless bottom of the first inning here in Morgantown. And the first pitch from Anderson. This one's turned on and cranked into left field. Tawney giving chase. Near the wall, he reaches up and makes the catch. Looked like it was the edge of the warning track, so he had a couple of steps to negotiate with, but that one hit on the screws by Sims. And the wind's blowing out in that direction. That gave it a little bit of an assist as well. As we'll get another look at it here on Metro News Television. Made the catch a step in front of the warning track, and his momentum carried him into the base of the wall. So 2 away. Deegan Williams, the left fielder, batting now. First pitch misses inside as Anderson falls behind. Again, the key for Anderson, he's walked 18 batters in 13 innings this season, though struck out 18. Here's a ball that's tapped past the first and second baseman and into right field for a 2-out hit. Barnett had an angle on it, but went to go cover the base instead. I think he thought Blades was a bit closer to him at second. So that's a C&I single, extends the inning by another batter. Cunningham to the plate, the designated hitter, hits from the left side. And it's hitting .333. 35 games into this summer season that Beckley hopes is extended by 1 more game at least. moderate lead by Williams off of first base, not going on this first pitch. It's cranked on into right center field. Nida, a long way to go. He looks up and it's past him. And that's going to send Williams loose. He's rounding second. He's rounding third. He's headed for the plate. Here comes Blades' his throw to the plate on one hop. The tag applied, and they cut him down. Great relay from the outfield to Blades to the plate. And Williams is cut down trying to score from first. Cunningham hit that one on the screws into the right center field gap. Nida had to watch it get past him, but his throw in from the warning track was pure. Then picked up by Blades, and the relay to the plate was right on the money on one hop to Farrell, who applied the tag, and we remain scoreless as we played an inning in Morgantown. To the top of the second we go. This is the 2025 West Virginia American Legion Baseball State Tournament on Metro News, the voice of West Virginia.
This summer at Dan Calva Toyota World, we have trucks, and more trucks. With over 250 Toyota trucks here and on the way, we guarantee we have a truck for you. Come check out our 2025 hybrid Tacomas that offer 326 horsepower and 4.75% for 60 months. So come get your brand new Toyota truck today at Dan Calva Toyota World in Fairmont. Shop the world.
I'm Sean Kovich, Mountaineer Golf Coach. When disaster strikes your home, business, or golf game, call the restoration company the Mountaineers call. Panhandle Cleaning and Restoration.
Back at the ballpark as we begin the top of the second inning, and we are still scoreless. I'm Luke Wiggs here at Dale Miller Field, and you don't have to adjust your television sets, folks. It's getting darker by the second. It looks like something from the time of Moses that has accumulated behind the right field line, and it's heading here quickly, but who knows? We're just going to keep playing until we can't anymore. As we begin the top of the second, it's Jason Farrell who leads things off with a line shot base hit just inside the third base bag, and that's going to be extra bases. Farrell rounding first on his way to second, and he's got a Cadillac double to lead things off. Second time in as many innings that Charleston Post 65 has put their leadoff hitter aboard. It was funny watching the warm-up tosses in between innings. And Kesterson, the Beckley Post 32 catcher, the last thing he did before we begin the top of the second inning is we get another look at that beautifully placed hit just inside the third base line. The last thing Kesterson did was throw his sunglasses back into the dugout. And yeah, I don't think you're going to need those for a while. First pitch missing inside to Grant Barclay. And it's a 1-0 count. This one, jam shot, and it's hit to the first baseman Cochran. He'll take it to the bag by himself. And that's going to be a productive out as it advances Farrell to third. One away, and Farrell 90 feet away from home plate. And that brings Barnett to the plate. And I'll be honest, it does look like we're about to get crushed. And I think Charleston is going to try to do everything they can to try to push this run across before we head into a potential delay. Lambert still working from the stretch. First pitch to Barnett is a cold strike as rain is starting to fall. And many in the seats start to run for cover. The next pitch popped up. We'll see if the field contains it. As going over, looking to make the catch and dropping the ball as Kesterson did a great job to track it, but looking up into the rain was not able to make the catch. And now it looks as though the umpiring crew is going to have everybody leave the field. We'll get another look at it. Kesterson braving the elements, got under it, but could not procure it cleanly for the out. And we have entered a delay here at Dale Miller Field. We'll step aside, reassess exactly what's going to happen, as the game is suspended with 1 out in the top of the second, and we are scoreless. This is the 2025 West Virginia American Legion Baseball State Tournament. Oh my goodness, on Metro News, the voice of West Virginia.
Out here in West Virginia, beyond the screens and the city noise, there's a place you can shake off your worries and find space to reconnect to what matters. Follow your wanderlust to our waterfalls. Ride wild rivers to small towns full of history, or slow down and just breathe in beauty. Find your almost heaven at wvtourism.com.
You own a boat because you love spending time on the water. Choose the outboard that allows you to make the most of it. Honda Marine's legendary reliability, ease of maintenance, and powerful performance keep you going strong. And they're all backed by the peace of mind protection of the industry's best limited warranty. Visit your Honda Marine dealer today and find out why it's more than an engine. It's your time on the water.
the OG, isn't it?
So it says Richwood. I'm thinking.
Yeah,
Richwood, West Virginia, not Richwood.
Yeah. So that's the original. There's a Suncrest one, and then the Westover one just does all delivery and carry out.
It was an old Dairy Queen that closed, and they bought the building and converted it into all of their delivery, regardless of where you are in Morgan
Well, we missed you. Welcome back to Dale Miller Fields. Had a rain delay of about an hour and 15 minutes, but we're ready to resume play. This is the first of two games on what we're calling semifinal Sunday here at Dale Miller Field in Morgantown. Significant thunderstorm just blew through the area, and that paused things in the top of the second inning in this matchup between Charleston Post 65 and Beckley Post 32. The loser of this game, of course, will have their season come to an end. The winner will advance on to Championship Monday. So to reset the scene as we're still in the top of the second inning, Charleston Post 65 will be at the plate. There is one out in the inning and a runner at third base. That's Jason Farrell. And it's Gavin Barnett at the dish, and I believe the count is no balls and two strikes. Lane Lambert started this game for the Beckley Bash. And it appears he's still the man on the rubber as we're ready to resume after that hour-plus stoppage in an 0-2 count with one out. And again, a runner at third base here in the scoreless top of the second. First pitch swinging post delay. It's fouled out of play off the bat of Gavin Barnett. Had some wackiness in this game before the delay, and unconventional double play in the first inning. Charleston Post 65 had a runner leave early trying to tag up on a fly ball. This one's fouled down the left field line. And then Beckley Post 32 had their threat ended in the bottom of the first inning with Deegan Williams thrown out at home plate on the relay from Nida to Blades to Farrell. The 0-2 pitch, this one slips out of the hands of Lambert over top of the batter Barnett, and it goes as ball one. Still have some rain following, a bit of a drizzle. It looks like the majority of this storm is missed to the south, and hopefully the hour-plus delay that we experienced will be the only one we see today. Had a torrential downpour right before the game began as well. That one, though, did not have thunder and lightning. The 1-2 pitch, also a misfire from Anderson. It misses up and in. Or rather, from Lambert, forgive me. Two balls, two strikes, one out. Barnett, a .306 hitter. The next pitch off the plate misses. Barnett from Point Pleasant High School. He just finished his junior year. The full count pitch popped up right side. Long way to run for Sims as it carries him into foul territory. He'll make the catch. That'll allow the runner to tag. Here comes the throw to the plate, and it's nowhere close. Charleston Post 65 has scored the game's first run. It's 1-0.
Now batting, the right fielder, Luke Buckner.
RBI from Barnett to score Farrell. 1-0 in this Area 3 rematch. Again, one of many times these two teams have played this season. First pitch misses low to Luke Buckner, the right fielder. Batting average just south of the Mendoza line, forgive me, 190. High leg kick. The next pitch plateward from Lambert also misses. And the righty delivers the next breaking ball, and a check swing by the batter watches it miss low. The 3-0 pitch, it misses high, ball four. And again, some of these deliveries just look like they're slipping out of Lambert's hand. Battling the conditions, thankfully a turf surface here at Dale Miller Field. So that water able to drain, but still a wet playing surface, wet baseballs as well. Both of these teams love to run. Decent speed and play with Buckner off of first base. He'll take a moderate lead. Held on by Cochran. Lambert glances in that direction. 2 outs in the inning, and he throws over to first, back in safely the runner. And now the first delivery to Anderson. Breaking ball left high. 1-0 delivery. It's taken for a called strike. Lambert's starting to regain his velocity as he tries to battle through the moisture here and find the strike zone. Now the 1-1 pitch. It misses down and in. And the count 2 balls and a strike. Again, this inning started with a Jason Farrell double. He was advanced to third base by Grant Barkley, grounding out to first, and then came around to score on a Gavin Barnett sacrifice fly in foul territory. Here's the 2-1 pitch. It's popped up right side of the field. Cochran backpedaling. He gives way and leaping to make the catch is Kiblinger, the second baseman. That's the final out of the inning. Kiblinger, Cochran, and Sims all had a chance on that ball, but it's Kiblinger that calls him off, and that ends the top of the second inning that, via the rain delay, took over an hour to complete. But nonetheless, good communication by Kiblinger for the final out. Though Charleston scores their first run, it's 1-0. We head to the bottom of the second when we return on Metro News, the voice of West Virginia.
Metro News is the voice of West Virginia. If your business has a need to reach potential customers in virtually any area within West Virginia, WVRC Media's Metro News platform provides a solution. Metro News covers every county in the state, with over 90 affiliates receiving all or some of our 7 daily and weekly programs. Metro News is a cost-efficient way to deliver your message to the entire state or to a specific geographic area. Metro News also offers your company access to over 1 million visitors per month to our website, wvmetronews.com, which is widely regarded as the state's top online information site. Our commitment is to covering the key issues in our state, from political news, local sports, outdoors, entertainment, to Main Street, West Virginia. Metro News is the trusted source for keeping West Virginians informed. To put the power of the voice of West Virginia, Metro News, to work for your business, simply click the Start a Conversation button below. We'll be back to you within 48 hours.
Now a hazy day in Morgantown after the storms blew through. We're in the bottom of the second inning. This game started at 1 o'clock, and we've had ourselves an hour-plus delay, and we're back underway here in the bottom of the second inning. 1-0 is the score. Charleston post 65, scoring the first run of the game via a sacrifice fly, and now it's Beckley's turn to answer here in the bottom of the second inning with hitters 5, 6, and 7 all at the plate. Ryan Anderson, through the delay, is still the man on the mound for post 65, finishing his warm-up tosses, and again battling the same moisture problems we saw Lambert struggle with in the top of the second inning. The first of 2 games that we'll have today in Morgantown. The lone unbeaten team will be in action this evening. Wheeling post 1 will take on Berkeley post 14. That was scheduled to be a 4 o'clock first pitch, and I'm highly doubting that we're going to get that one in time. In theory, Daniel Woods will have the call of that one. He's currently running the public address system to our left. You can hear the music, of course, that he's got tuned up as well, playing through the speakers here at Dale Miller Fields. Some of the fans have returned to their feet. You can see, or their seats, I should say. You can see in our center field camera that there's still a pretty steady drizzle falling on the playing surface. Levi Barnett will settle into the batter's box to begin things here, bottom 2. Full windup for Anderson, and his first pitch to the plate misses low. As we talked about when Anderson began the bottom of the first inning, the key for him this season has been control. He's walked 18 batters in 13 innings, and certainly the rain is not going to help. As the 1-0 pitch misses down low, 2 balls and no strikes. Got the first 2 outs he needed in the first inning before surrendering back-to-back hits, though that Cole Cunningham double led to Deegan Williams being thrown out at the plate to end the inning. Here's the 2-0. It misses away. 3 balls and no strikes. Barnett from Independence High School just completed his senior season, and he draws a 4-pitch walk to begin the bottom of the second inning. Now Ashton Cochran to the plate, the lefty. Beckley down a run. We'll see if they'll play for a big inning or if we might see a sacrifice attempt here. Evan Wilson is a good 5 feet in front of his third base bag. They're deep up the middle. Would love a ground ball here. And Barnett's holding on the runner. That draws a throw. Back in safely is Barnett. I mentioned both of these teams run very well. 81 stolen bases on 92 opportunities for Beckley post 32 this season. 75 stolen bases on 95 attempts. Make it 93 attempts for Charleston. The next pitch with the runner not going is a called strike. Catches the outer edge on Cochran. He's a .315 hitter. And a product of Greenbrier East High School. Another throw, back over to first base. Barnett back in under the tag. Coincidentally, of Barnett. That's Gavin Barnett playing first and Levi Barnett leading off of first. The 0-1. This is grounded second base side. It's through for a base hit. Barnett will settle at second, so it's just station-to-station baseball. But Cochran a single. You've got 2 on with nobody out for Beckley here in the bottom of the second inning. Pushed it through the right side of the infield. Luke Blades was pinched up the middle again. You wanted the double play ball, and it was hit deeper into the second base hole. Left his feet but couldn't knock it down. You can see the trail of moisture that ball's kicking up when it rolls on the turf. Soaked playing surface here at Dale Miller Field, and it's still raining. Now Cole Brown batting. Barnett, the first baseman, well in front of his base. This one's ripped foul down the third base line. In case, again, Beckley would want to put down the sacrifice. Brown hitting .342 on the season. Nicholas County prospect, or graduate, I should say, of 2024. The 0-1 pitch. Breaking ball's a beauty and a called strike. Anderson snapped that one off well. No balls, 2 strikes, nobody out. 2 runners aboard here in the bottom of the second inning. Beckley batting and trailing by a run. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Way out in front of that changeup. Brown was just able to get a piece of it. Anderson changing speeds well through the rain here at Dale Miller Field. And the 0-2 pitch. Tried to jam him with a fastball. It misses inside. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Grayson Casterson waits on deck, the catcher for Beckley. Cole Brown, not your usual number 7 hitter again. That batting average north of .340. The 1-2 turned on, hit down the left field line, twisting foul. Lands foul by a couple of feet. Game number 12 of this tournament. Game number 13 will be that Wheeling-Berkeley matchup coming up at 4. Championship game scheduled for tomorrow at 1 o'clock, and if necessary, a game right after. The 1-2 pitch. Tried to jam him again. This one sent back to the screen. Field umpire just looked like it tossed the rosin bag to Anderson and had him put him in his back pocket. One-two pitch. Rain starting to pick up again. This one misses outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And it looks like the teams are getting sent back to the dugouts again. This one shouldn't be as long of a delay. This one more rain-oriented, I believe, than thunder and lightning-oriented. Ever the optimist. But we're clearing the field for the time being. A downpour here at Dale Miller Fields. It's 1-0 Charleston. We'll step aside for just a moment, and we'll tell you via our graphics when this game will resume. This is the 2025 West Virginia American Legion State Baseball Tournament on Metro News, the voice of West Virginia.
Daniels of Morgantown has a wide selection of casual sportswear that's both stylish and comfortable. Styles for the golf course, the game, or weekends with the family. You'll find your right fit at Daniels of Morgantown.
Let's make a deal at Buchanan Toyota. 3.99% financing, up to 60 months on all new 2024 Toyota Tacomas, gas or hybrid. Buchanan Toyota, closer than you think.
We have close to 500 slabs on site from all across the globe. We bring the world's finest slabs to you. Preferred Surfaces. Your space, your style, your preferred choice.
Every brand has a story. At Sparks Media Agency, we help you tell it. Authentically, visually, and with heart. Sparks Media Agency. Story-driven content that connects.
Well, that one a much more brief delay than the last. We're about ready to resume the bottom of the second inning. Just had a squall of rain blow through the area, and we're ready to resume play. Runners at first and second with nobody out in the bottom of the second inning. This the fourth day of the 2025 West Virginia American Legion Baseball State Tournament. 4 teams remain. The lone unbeaten team wheeling in action tonight, so the game before your eyes right now is an elimination game. It has not stopped raining as we've resumed play, but it's not as severe as it was going into the stoppage. The 2-2 pitch turned on and cranked foul by Cole Brown, who was the batter at the plate. Levi Barnett is at second. He walked in this inning. Ashton Cochran, who singled to the right side, is at first. Ryan Anderson is on the mound. And he delivers the 2-2 pitch and misses away. 3 balls and 2 strikes. And he's going to ask for a new baseball. I assume we're going to see a lot of that today. Three balls, 2 strikes, and nobody out. It's 1-0 Charleston with Beckley batting here in the bottom of the inning. Brown just got a piece of that one to stay alive. Anderson wants to work quickly, and from the stretch, he delivers another 2-strike pitch. And again, Brown just able to get a piece of it to stay alive. Home plate umpire needs some new baseballs. There's towels in either dugout to return them to the umpire as dry as possible. The 3-2 pitch cranked into left field. This one's carrying back, and it's caught by Tawney a couple of feet shy of the warning track, and everybody else will stay put. There's one away. Brown got a hold of that one. The wind not blowing out to left center like it was in the first couple of innings. So the ballpark contained it. Tawney settled underneath it and made the catch. Grayson Casterson bats now, a .263 hitter. Runners in first and second, 1 away. Again, we're in the bottom of the second inning. Beckley batting. They trail 1-0. First pitch swinging. This one's foul down the right field line. Goes as a hard strike number 1 as Anderson gets ahead in the count. Casterson, a .263 hitter. The 0-1 pitch misses down low. The count evens at a ball and a strike. Now the 1-1 delivery. Breaking ball misses high. Finished just below the letters. And now the 2-1 pitch. Fastball misses low. 3 balls and a strike. Usually when storms appear here at Milan Park, they form down the right field line and work their way over from right to left on the field. And over to our right, we've got relatively clear skies, so hopefully the rainfall will stop here soon. The 3-1 pitch is a called strike. Casterson had taken a step in the direction of first base, but he'll stay in the batter's box as the count works full. Here comes pitch number 34 of this appearance for Ryan Anderson. To the plate it comes and misses. Second walk issued on this inning, the 20th walk issued for Anderson this season. And you commiserate for him again. It's just wet conditions.
Batting next, the second baseman, Braden Kiblinger.
Braden Kiblinger, the second baseman, a .280 hitter. Not your average number 9 hitter. With the bases full, he'll step into the right-handed batter's box. Anderson goes back to the windup with the bases loaded, and the first pitch is a called strike. The 0-1 fastball just misses away. And the 1-1 pitch sails all the way to the backstop. That could allow a run to score. No, it won't. And ricocheted right back to Farrell, Barnett had a long look at it at third. It ended up being the right decision. Almost created a logjam on the base paths. Cochran took off, but both had to retreat immediately. Anderson, a brief conversation with Farrell again. That one just looked like it slipped out of the pitcher's hand. And now the 2-1 pitch misses high. 3 balls and a strike. Anderson's lost his margin for error with the bases full and a 3-ball count. Back to the stretch. The 3-1 pitch fouled back to the screen. It's 3-2. And now Farrell wants to call time again and talk things over with Anderson. Don't know if they're buying time for these final storm clouds to get out of the area and the rain to fall. But there's still a drizzle over Dale Miller Field. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, bases full. Beckley batting, trailing 1-0. Full count pitch. It gets away from the catcher. Doesn't matter. It's ball 4. And the game is tied. 3rd walk issued to this inning by Anderson. Tied at 1. 1 out. Bottom 2. So Cochran's now the runner at 3rd. Casterson's off at 2nd. And Kiplinger is at first base. The lineup rolls around to Jacob Meadows. Anderson is rotated between the stretch and the windup with the bases full. He's gone back to the windup. First pitch fastball misses inside. The 1-0 pitch. Meadows takes it for a called strike. Meadows grounded out to the second baseman. That was in the bottom of the 1st inning. Feels like a lifetime ago. This one's fouled out of play. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Again, Beckley started this tournament with a loss. So out of the losers bracket, they eliminated Clarksburg. And then the host team post 2 to get here. And those 2 elimination game victories were one-run games, 6-5 over Clarksburg and 5-4 over Morgantown. Here is a ball hit up the middle and no play for the shortstop Barclay. And now a second runner's coming home to the plate with brilliant base running by Beckley. Cochran the first to score. Casterson seeing the defense napping. He tore around for the plate. 2 runs have scored for the Bash to take the lead. That was just brilliant. Hit up the middle. Barclay was able to knock it down before it got into the outfield. Did not have a play. Ate the baseball for just a moment. And with the runner breaking to the plate, instead of throwing home, he threw to 3rd. So an RBI single by Jacob Meadows to score Cochran, and then Casterson, fleet of foot, is also able to score on that play. 2-run lead for Beckley now. And they're not done. First pitch breaking balls. A great one by Anderson. It's a called strike to Sims. Maddox Sims flew out to left field, his first at-bat. The 0-1 pitch. Fastball misses low. 1 ball and 1 strike. The 1-1 pitch misses down low. 2 balls and a strike. This inning so far has been walk, single, fly out, walk, walk, single. The 2-1 breaking ball misses high. 3 balls and 1 strike. Egan Williams waits on deck. Cole Cunningham, if necessary, to follow for Beckley. This their 36th game of the season. Got a lot of baseball jammed into these summer months. Exact same number of games this Charleston Post 65 team has played. 3-1 pitch is a called strike right down Main Street. Sims tipping his hand there. He was taken all the way. Full count with 1 out and 2 aboard. Here it comes from Anderson, and Sims will foul it out of play. Sims from Woodrow Wilson High School, right there in Beckley. He just finished his senior season. Another full count pitch, swung on and missed. Anderson pulls the string on that one for his first strikeout and the second out here in the bottom of the second inning.
The designated hitter, the left fielder, Deegan Williams.
Another look at the off speed, just well snapped off by Anderson. Warrants a swing and a miss by Sims. Deegan Williams to the plate. He singled and was thrown out trying to score from first base on Cole Cunningham's double. That's how he ended the bottom of the first inning. So his second at-bat as many innings as the runner goes from second to third, and this one's fouled away. It was awkward. Kiblinger with a great jump. Got halfway down to second base there. Meadows might have missed the sign. It took him a second to take off from first. The 0-1 pitch. Breaking ball sneaks in the back door for a called strike. Rain delays frying everybody's brain. Forgive me. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 aboard. The 0-2 pitch to Williams. Tried to place it in the back door again. This one misses out. 1 ball and 2 strikes. The next from Anderson. Swung on and missed. Looked like the changeup. Back-to-back strikeouts. Exactly what Charleston needed to end this Beckley threat, but not before the Bash put 3 on the scoreboard and take their first lead of the game. 3-1 our score. We head to the top of the third inning. This is the 2025 West Virginia American Legion Baseball State Tournament on Metro News, the voice of West Virginia.
Inside all of us lies a potential to succeed. The definition of success differs for each of us. It's personal. One size doesn't fit all. At MVB, we believe in relationships supported by technology, product offerings, and industry knowledge. We believe in your imagination, your determination, and your grit. Our financial services keep pace with your ambition and empower your limitless potential. We say yes if, when other banks say no because. At our core, we power potential. We strive to unlock the potential in you, your family, your business, and your community. Your success is our success. You deserve more than a bank. You deserve a trusted partner on the financial frontier. MVB, powering your potential.
Welcome back, Dale Miller Field here in Morgantown as we begin the top of the third inning. First of 2 games that we'll have on this semifinal Sunday. Hitters 9, 1, and 2 due up for Charleston Post 65 in this half inning.
Leading off the third inning for Charleston.
And it starts with Gage Tawney.
Left fielder, Gage Tawney.
183 hitter is Tawney, his first trip to the plate in this game. Tawney from Charleston Catholic High School. A couple of players from the Irish on this team. Luke Blades, who starts at second base. Here's a pitch way upstairs. Misses high for a ball. Another inning of work for Lane Lambert. That was pitch number 36 of this appearance for him. The next pitch also misses inside. Dealing with the same moisture and condensation problems that Ryan Anderson was in the last inning. The 2-0 delivery misses high as well. 3 balls and no strikes. So these pitchers dealing with the wet conditions, they've also had to deal with 2 delays, one over an hour, one of about 10 minutes. 3-0 pitch. Get me over fastball does just that. It's a called strike. And now the 3-1 delivery. Breaking ball left high. It's a 5-pitch walk. And the third time in as many innings that Charleston Post 65 has gotten their leadoff man aboard. Bringing Landon Nida to the plate. He walked and stole second base back in the first inning. And again, he left early on Evan Wilson's fly out to center, trying to tag up to third, and the appeal ruled him out. First pitch to Nida. Breaking ball left high. Here's a throw over to first base. Good footwork by Cochran, leaning over to his right to keep that one in front. You can see behind them some activity in that Beckley bullpen. The 1-0 pitch nearly hit the batter. It's 2 balls and no strikes. Lambert as well, struggling to find the strike zone after the delays. The 2-0 pitch, breaking ball is a beauty. 12-6 action for a called strike. Started at eye level, finished around the belt. Two balls, one strike. Nobody out runner at first. The next pitch popped up and a shallow right field. Long way to run for Sims. Then he finally settles underneath it and makes the catch. And that's out number one. Bringing Evan Wilson to the plate, he flew out to center field back in the first inning. He's had a great tournament. Wilson, a .429 hitter, made a fantastic starts for this Charleston team. He's been effective at the plate and has also been one of the standout defensive players in this tournament. Runner goes. First pitch is a breaking ball. The throw down to second base is not in time. You always have to wonder in these slippery conditions how difficult it is for those base runners to hang on to the bases after they slide into them. And Tawney started his slide late and bear hugged that base to make sure he didn't slip off of it. He's in scoring position. That 1-0 pitch misses high to Wilson. Two hits in this tournament for Wilson. He's driven in 2 runs and scored 2 runs. The 2-0 misses high. 3 balls and no strikes. Some changes in the lineup for this Charleston team. From their 5-0 defeat at the hands of Wheeling, and that's going to put Wilson aboard. Runners now at first and second. Two on with 1 out, and Luke Blades coming to the plate. And this is going to prompt a conversation on the mound for Beckley. Might mean the end of Lane Lambert's day. And we'll see. And again, you feel for both pitchers having to deal with the slippery baseballs today. Both Lambert and Anderson showing issues with their control. And there was a pitcher up and throwing in the Beckley bullpen, but for the time being, looks like they want to keep Lambert in the game. 3 games into a tournament, you're short on pitching, especially for the Beckley team with a roster of 16 players that they've brought here to Morgantown.
Batting for Charleston Post 65, the second baseman, Luke Blades.
Now Luke Blades comes to the plate. 2 on, 1 out. 3-1, Charleston batting, but they trail by those 2 runs. Blades grounded out to the first baseman, his first trip to the plate. This pitch misses high. I mentioned changes in the lineup, shuffling around these guys at the top for the Wheeling defeat. Charleston batted Blades, Nida, Wilson. Today it's Nida, Wilson, Blades. They've also moved Tawny down in the lineup from the 7 spot to the number 9 spot. He swapped places with Buckner. Two balls and no strikes, the count to Blades. As the next pitch misses high. Blades holds the bat away from his body. It's almost like he's starting a swing of a golf driver. I mean, he really holds those hands back. 3-0 pitch misses inside. That's ball 4. Bases full with 1 out. Charleston trailing by 2, but they are threatening. Bringing Jason Farrell, who scored the lone run of this game for Charleston post 65 to the plate. He doubled and came around to score in a Gavin Barnett sacrifice fly. One out in the inning. Beckley's thinking double play. Charleston and Farrell would love to put this ball in a gap. The first pitch misses outside. And again, Lambert continues to not find the zone. Put Wilson aboard with 4 pitches out of the zone. The same with Blades. He falls behind 1-0 to Farrell. Next pitch breaking ball, though, is a called strike. And the pitch count inflated for both starters because of the number of pitches out of the zone for Lambert. This is about to be pitch number 55, which would match his Charleston counterpart. This next pitch is fouled out of play. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. And the 1-2 lifted, foul, first base side over towards the Beckley dugout. One-two pitch again to Farrell. This one's tapped foul down the third base line. 3 games into this tournament for Farrell, he's got 4 hits. They've all been singles, and he's driven in 4 runs. That was before today, of course. As I mentioned, he had that double back in the second. That giving him 5 hits in the 3.5 games or so far. Next pitch off the plate, it's 2-2. Two-two pitch. This one on a couple of hops to the shortstop. Brown to second for 1. The relay to first is in time. Exactly what Beckley needed. 6-4-3 here in the top of the 3rd inning. Keep Charleston off the scoreboard and keep the Bash in front 3-1. And Beckley comes to the plate when we return with the bottom of the 3rd. This is the 2025 West Virginia American Legion State Baseball Tournament on Metro News, the voice of West Virginia.
Bank Wealth Enhancement Group is now Wealth Enhancement. We believe retirement starts with a plan. Saving for college starts with a plan. Your legacy starts with a plan. Do you have the right plan? Call our team at 304-443-4240 or email stike-info@wealthenhancement.com.
A lot goes into a perfect drive. Freedom Kia is driving the next generation forward. Freedom Kia, I-79, exit 153, University Town Center, Morgantown. Online at freedomkia.net.
Every brand has a story. At Sparks Media Agency, we help you tell it. Authentically, visually, and with heart. Sparks Media Agency. Story-driven content that connects.
Bottom of the 3rd, and we're 2+ hours into this game that began at 1 o'clock that featured 2 delays. Beckley coming to the plate. They lead 3-1 over this Charleston post-65 team. Ryan Anderson out for another inning of work. Have to wait a moment for Farrell, who was the last out of the last inning, to join him. Farrell bounced into a 6-4-3 double play. As Charleston post 65 had the bases loaded, but they came up empty. Lane Lambert was able to induce a Nida fly ball out and that 6-4-3 double play to end the inning. So Lambert out for another inning of work. He's given up 4 hits so far, but has also issued a number of free passes. He has walked 3 batters. And he'll be facing hitters 4, 5, and 6 due up for this Beckley team. Again, one more game tonight. Wheeling against Berkeley Post 14, scheduled to begin at 4 o'clock. And spoiler alert, that's not going to happen. Looking for something around 5 or 5:30 potentially. The plan is for Daniel Woods to have the call of that one, but we'll peel back the curtain for you folks. Daniel Woods, a part of the Metro News morning news product, starts his day at 4:30 in the morning and has to get back to Martinsburg at some time today. So he might have to experience an early exit, and I can't blame him. I'll be making that same drive to Martinsburg a little bit later on tonight. Just don't have to get up as early as the Woodman. You can catch him and Chris Lawrence and Jeff Jenkins, Metro News Morning News at WVMetroNews.com, weekday mornings at 6:06. First pitch misses down low to Cole Cunningham. We're underway here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Cunningham doubled back in the 1st inning. The 1st inning ending on that play as the next pitcher called strike. Deegan Williams tried to score from first base and was thrown out at the plate. The 1-1 misses down low, 2 balls and 1 strike. Full windup, the next pitch to the plate from Anderson, it misses. And now it's a 5-pitch walk. 8th base runner issued by Anderson, 4 via hit, 4 via walk in this appearance. Levi Barnett comes to the plate. He was the first batter walked in this game by Anderson. Back in the 2nd inning, he came around to score. He shows bunts, and the first pitch from Anderson gets away from the catcher. Now Barnett doesn't need to bunt. Cunningham's in scoring position. He'll take a wide turn around second base and then settle there with the free one. And that's ball 1 to Barnett. The next from Anderson, breaking ball, swung on and missed. The 1-1 showing bunt, pushes it to the left side of the mound. Anderson off to field it, hesitates for a moment, throws to first, not in time. Anderson peering in the direction of that base runner Cunningham on his way to third, and I think Anderson knew he was not going to be able to make the throw to first base in time. Was hoping to get lucky and get the lead runner, but good base running by Cunningham got him there safely. And then Barnett with his speed beat it down the third base line. You see the replay. Anderson looked over at third and then threw over to first base, and Barnett was there with plenty of time. Runners at first and third. Here's the throw over to first base, and back in safely is Barnett. And we'll see if he's off on this first delivery. With Cochran at the plate, runners at the corners, and Anderson wants a new baseball. First pitch misses low, 1-0. Trying to get himself into a rundown is Barnett. Now he'll just take second base. Just kind of crow-hopped his way to second. Holding up for a couple of moments, trying to get into a rundown. Instead, he'll just take the base. So runners at second and third. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Now 2 balls and no strikes. Cochran singled, came around to score. Here's Unenstrader and the rest of the Charleston Post 65 team that'll now converge on the mound might see a pitching change. And it appears we will. So we've got some shifting. We'll see if the reliever comes out of the pen. Looks like some gloves are going to be exchanged, and we'll have a couple of different changes to tell you about. And again, you feel for Ryan Anderson. 65 pitches he's thrown and just really struggled to battle the moisture and the rain and the water that we've had here on the field. So we've got a player that's come out of the dugout that's going to be entered into this game. It looks like that pitching substitute may come from the field. I saw Cochran discard himself of his first baseman's mitt, so it could potentially be him. Beckley's got something cooking here in the bottom of the third inning, leading by 2 runs, and Charleston Post 65 looking to limit the damage. And we'll try to identify all the parties involved here for Charleston Post 65. Quoted you the wrong first baseman there. Barnett, not Cochran, was looking at the wrong portion of my chart. Gavin Barnett has come in to pitch from first base. Luke Blades has gone to first.
Now pitching for Charleston Post 65. Number 28, Gavin Barnett.
So Gavin Barnett will take over, which means we've got a new second baseman to tell you about. Looks like it might be Will Curry at second. If my eyes don't deceive me, that looks like a 21. And let's give you the numbers on Gavin Barnett if we can. Barnett into pitch, and it's a high leverage situation. He's thrown 20 innings this season for Charleston Post 65. This is his 9th appearance. He's made 2 starts this year. He's got a 1-1 record. 17 hits allowed, 9 runs, 4 of which have been earned. He's walked 6 batters, struck out 11, and a 1.40 ERA that he carries into this appearance. Runners at second and third. And again, it looks like Blades has gone to first, and Will Curry's come into play second. The 2-0 pitch, a called strike, the first we've seen from Barnett. The 2-1 breaking ball misses high, 3 balls and a strike. This inherited count to Ashton Cochran. 3-1 pitch, tap first base side. Blades tested for the first time over at first. His only play is to the bag. That allows a run to score. So an RBI out. Cole Cunningham comes in to score. Levi Barnett advances to third base. Brings Cole Brown to the plate. It's 4-1 Beckley.
Cole Brown.
Brown flew out to left field his first time up. First pitch of this at-bat's popped up foul and out of play. Barnett's next delivery misses low. Barnett pitched yesterday for this Charleston team. As the next pitch is swung on, hit in the air to left center field, and covering a long way is Nida to make the catch. The runner tags from third, and he will score. Impressive effort by Nida to run under that ball. Throw to the plate, though, not in time. It's a sacrifice fly, and another run is scored for Beckley. And the Bash lead 5-1 now here in the bottom of the third inning.
The catcher, Grayson Kesterson.
As I mentioned, Barnett threw 2 1/3 innings against Wheeling yesterday, but kept his pitches under 30 through just 26. That's what makes him eligible today. 2 outs, bases empty. First pitch looked like a changeup there to Kesterson. It's taken high for a ball. The 1-0 breaking ball is a called strike, and it's 1-1. Barnett working quickly. Breaking ball as he loses the bat, sends this one out to right field, and an awkward catch, but a catch nonetheless for Buckner, who had to leave his feet a couple of feet in front of the warning track, and that is the final out in the bottom of the third. 5-1 our score. Beckley's added 2 more. They lead by 4. Charleston post 65 coming to the plate in the top of the 4th inning when we return, as this is coverage of the 2025 West Virginia American Legion State Tournament at a rainy Dale Miller Field on Metro News, the voice of West Virginia.
Whether for work or a special occasion, Daniels of Morgantown has the suit, sport coat, tie, and shoes to make you look your best. And finding the right fit, color, and style is always easy and fast at Daniels of Morgantown.
This summer at Dan Calva Toyota World, we have trucks, and more trucks. With over 250 Toyota trucks here and on the way, we guarantee we have a truck for you. Come check out our 2025 hybrid Tacomas that offer 326 horsepower and 4.75% for 60 months. So come get your brand new Toyota truck today at Dan Calva Toyota World in Fairmont. Shop the world.
At Polka Valley, we offer a full suite of conventional, government, and West Virginia housing loan products, strong construction loans, and 100% financing to qualified applicants. Visit us online or call us today. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Welcome back to Morgantown. 2 more runs pushed across by the Beckley Bash. They're in the driver's seat as we head to the top of the 4th inning. I'm Luke Wiggs. You are taking in this broadcast one of a variety of different ways. WVMetroNews.com for our audio listeners. The Metro News television app at your disposal as well today. And then, of course, West Virginia video productions on YouTube. Another inning of work for Lane Lambert, looking to battle through the wet playing surface. He comes into this inning with 59 pitches. Charleston has gone to the bullpen. Gavin Barnett got the last couple of outs there in the 3rd inning.
Leading off the 4th inning for Charleston post 65.
We begin the top of the 4th with hitters 5, 6, and 7 for Charleston post 65. Grant Barclay, who was 0 for 1, a ground out to the 3rd baseman, make it the 1st baseman stands in. Barclay swings at the first pitch. He's tapping it down the first base line again. It just stays fair. And Cochran has retired Barclay for the 2nd time in as many at-bats. That ball had eyes. It just snaked down the first base line in fair territory and was converted into an out.
Now batting the pitcher, Gavin Barnett.
Gavin Barnett comes to the plate. Lane Lambert's asking for a new baseball again. We're going to be seeing a lot of that. See a lot of towels out in either dugout, trying to keep those pearls as dry as possible. Barnett has driven in the lone run of this game for Charleston, a sacrifice fly back in the 2nd inning. That was all the way out in foul territory where Sims made the catch, and whoa, that one's a pitch to forget for Lambert. Came out of the hand wrong and missed the batter by a couple of feet. Just threw it right over his head. Here's the 1-0 pitch, breaking ball, called strike. One of the better ones we've seen from Lambert in this start. He's given up just 1 hit. Walks have been an issue for him. He's hit a batter, walked 3. Make it 4. 1-1 breaking ball. Misfires this one. It's 2-1. Now the next pitch, plate work. Hammered straight up into the air. Lambert gives way to the first baseman Cochran, who makes the catch. Lambert, that ball was headed right in his direction after he took a couple of steps off the mound. He was just kind of ball watching, waiting for one of his teammates to call him off. Nobody did initially. Then he wanted to take charge of the situation, but Cochran came running in to call the pitcher off. You could see Lambert just kind of gazing at it, and then realizing, oh, I might have to make a play here. Nope, Cochran comes in and makes the catch. First pitch swinging. This one's popped up and heads to the backstop before Casterson can get there. It goes as strike 1. Off the bat of Luke Buckner. He walked back in the 2nd inning. The 0-1 pitch, breaking ball, dropped in under the hands. It's a called strike 2. Rain that's come through the area has knocked the temperature down to 75 degrees. The 0-2 pitch, breaking ball, frozen, called strike 3. Nasty stuff from Lane Lambert. And his first 1-2-3 inning since the first. It keeps Charleston off the scoreboard, and it keeps Beckley in the lead. 5-1 our score. We head to the bottom of the 4th inning. This is coverage of the 2025 West Virginia American Legion Baseball State Tournament on Metro News, the voice of West Virginia.
Historically, joint replacement surgery required an extended hospital stay of 3 to 5 days or more. But now with our improved techniques, it can be done as a same-day surgery. You get home sooner, you're more comfortable at home. I got into medicine to help people. Then with joint replacement surgery, I can see immediate results, eliminating a patient's joint pain and really changing their life. At W Medicine, we're able to get people back to living their lives.
Leading the efforts to build a stronger West Virginia, the High Technology Foundation has a proven plan to strengthen and diversify our state's economy. The I-79 Technology Park's high-capacity infrastructure continues to attract advanced federal operations that are driving economic growth. This keeps our young, educated residents in the state and brings West Virginians home. The High Technology Foundation, building a stronger West Virginia. Learn more today at WVHTF.org.
Five runs on 5 hits for the Beckley Bash so far. Charleston held to 1 run on 1 hit, though they have had a variety of base runners due to the wet conditions and the number of free passes issued by pitching in this game. Beckley looking to add to their lead as they'll send their hitters to the plate here in the bottom of the 4th. And we'll get things started with Braden Kiblinger, who walked and was stranded at second base back in the 2nd inning. Another inning of work for Gavin Barnett in relief of the starter Ryan Anderson.
The second baseman, Braden Kiblinger.
And the first pitch here in the bottom of the 4th inning is a breaking ball taken inside for a ball. Kiblinger, a .280 hitter on the season. And it's a count that favors him, 1-0. And it quickly becomes 2-0. Kiblinger with a pair of hits, both singles in this tournament. He's driven in a run and scored 3. He's walked 3 times as well. Always a tough guy to strike out. 10 strikeouts to 15 walks this season. Could this be walk number 16? Not on that pitch. It's a called strike to make it 3-1. The next pitch, called strike, just under the hands, 3-2. Jacob Meadows and Maddox Sims to follow in this inning. Full count pitch, hammered straight up into the air. Barclay, the shortstop, wants it. Instead, he'll give way to the third baseman, Wilson, who makes the catch. And there's one down here, bottom 4.
The center fielder, Jacob Meadows.
Jacob Meadows to the plate, hitting from the left side. The first from Barnett just misses away. And the 1-0, same result, 2 balls and no strikes. Meadows is grounded out and singled in a run. The 2-0 pitch, a called strike. The next pitch fooled him. He went down to a knee to swing at that one and came up empty. That hit back in the 2nd inning is the 3rd of the tournament for Meadows. And that RBI was his 2nd, the 2-ball, 2-strike pitch. Pops it up left side. This one could be trouble. It's sinking quickly. The shortstop, Barclay, though, is able to procure it for the second out. And a couple of pop-ups for the first two outs here in the bottom of the fourth. That one hit between Tawney, Barclay, and Wilson. Barclay ran the longest distance, arguably, but was the one that was able to make the catch. 2 out with nobody on. First pitch swinging as this one's off the cap of the bat, and it's fielded by Barnett to first base. He throws in time, and that's the first time that Beckley has gone in order in this game. 5-1 is our score. It sends us to the top of the fifth inning here in Morgantown. This is coverage of the 2025 West Virginia American Legion Baseball State Tournament on Metro News, the voice of West Virginia.
And Toyota, your truck and SUV headquarters, with one signature paperless delivery. We're family-owned and operated and celebrating 40 years. Winner of the Toyota President's Award 16 consecutive times. Buchanan Toyota, with Toyota certified technicians. Convenient same-day or next-day appointments Monday through Saturday. Buchanan Toyota pays top dollar for your trade, even if you don't buy from us. For your new Toyota or pre-owned vehicle, Buchanan Toyota, closer than you think.
We have close to 500 slabs on site from all across the globe. We bring the world's finest slabs to you. Preferred surfaces, your space, your style, your preferred choice.
Game day is here. Show your Mountaineer spirit with the area's most complete selection of game day apparel, short sleeve knits, and so much more. You'll find your right fit at Daniels of Morgantown. Visit our store or shop online at danielsofmorgantown.com.
We're through 4 in Morgantown. Charleston coming to the plate. Hitters 8, 9, and 1. All looking to find a way around Lane Lambert. Lambert again has issued just 1 hit so far, but he's hit a batter and he's walked 4. Charleston's just not made the most of having runners in scoring position. Lost a runner in scoring position in the first inning when Landon Nida tried to tag up too early on a fly ball out, and had the bases loaded in the third inning. But Jason Farrell bounced into a double play to end that post-65 threat. First pitch misses for a ball to Will Curry, who's taken Ryan Anderson's spot in the lineup. Curry takes the next pitch for a called strike. The 1-1 off the plate, 2 balls and 1 strike. The 2-1 delivery to Curry. It misses high, 3-1. For Curry, this is his 34th plate appearance of the season. He swings and misses at the next pitch, and it's 3-2. He's hitting just under 400 on the season, 393 and a 485 on base percentage. Full count pitch, misses inside, ball 4. Curry aboard to bring Gage Tawney to the plate. Charleston trailing by 4, looking to kickstart something here in the inning. Curry a perfect 3 for 3 in stolen base opportunities. We'll see if he gets the chance to run. Instead, we're going to have a pinch hitter here for Tawney. Barrett Van Camp has been sent to the plate. Here's a throw over to first base, and Curry's back in under the tag. It was a relatively aggressive lead for the Charleston post-65 substitute that warranted that throw from Lambert. And here comes pitch number 74 from Lambert, the Beckley starter. Runner not going. This one hit on a hop to the second baseman. Kiblinger throws to second for 1. The pump fake throw over to first base in time. It's another double play turned by Beckley. 4-6-3. Kiblinger to Brown to Cochran. Around the diamond they go for the first and second outs here in the top of the 5th. That one hit hard. Kiblinger on a hop. Little sidearm flip to Brown, who evaded the runner. That's why he just threw that one pump fake in there. He stepped away from Will Curry. hustling between first and second, and then threw over to first base with plenty of time. First pitch to Nida misses outside, ball 1. One-0 delivery. Sawed him off that time with a fastball in the inner half. Nida watches the count even at 1-1. Next pitch, breaking ball, misses high. Nida walked, stole a base back in the first inning. He's flown out to right field in this start as well. Now 3 balls and 1 strike after that next miss. 1 hit in this tournament for Nida. That was in the second game back on Friday. 3-1 delivery. Misses inside, ball 4. Nida walks for the second time in this game. Charleston post 65 with a 2-out base runner and bringing the ever-dangerous Evan Wilson to the plate. He's flown out. He's also been hit by a pitch. Short lead for the time being by Nida off of first. Now he breaks for second. This breaking ball is taken for a ball. The throw down to second base is not in time. Got away from Kiblinger, but it's backed up by Brown, the shortstop, so Nida's going to stay put at second. It's another stolen base for Charleston post 65. Another stolen base for Nida. So as a team, they move up to 77 swipes this season. The 1-0 pitch, flared to right field, but foul. So a 1-ball, 1-strike count. Pitch count now in the 80s for Lambert. The 1-1. Bounced into the left-handed batter's box. Kesterson shifts over well and knocks it down. And he'll get a new baseball for his starter. Here's the 2-1. This one low in the zone as well. 3 balls and 1 strike. One of the harder fastballs we've seen from Lambert in this start, but it missed below the knees. Three-1 delivery off the plate. It misses. That's ball 4. Third walk issued in this inning alone by Lambert. And that's going to prompt the meeting on the mound, and with it, it looks like a pitching change for Beckley. Lambert's done a great job pitching with the lead, keeping them in this game, but the issue again has been the walks. 84 pitches he's thrown, so that ruins his ability to pitch for the rest of the tournament. Axe Compton has come out of the bullpen. It looks like that's going to be a straight swap, and Compton will be the man to pitch now for Beckley. Check the numbers on Compton. This is the 15th appearance he's made for Beckley this season. He's made 7 starts. He's got a 3-4 record. 42 hits, 36 runs. 26 of those runs have been earned, 25 walks. He struck out 22 batters. He's got a 5.87 ERA. Compton makes his first pitching appearance of this tournament. He pitched in the area tournament last against this Charleston post 65 team. He started that game. He went 2 2/3 innings. Took the loss because he gave up 5 runs, 4 of which were earned, and struck out 3 batters. As a matter of fact, the last appearance he made before that was also against post 65. He went 2/3 innings in that one and gave up an unearned run. And he's made one other additional appearance against this 65 team. He threw 2 1/3 innings back on June 18th. He gave up 5 runs in that appearance. 3 of them were earned. He walked 2. So again, 31 innings for him this season. He has given up 42 hits, walked 25 batters, and struck out 22. So Compton in to pitch. 2 outs in the inning after the double play ball garnered by Lambert that Tawney bounced into, and then Lambert issued the 2 free passes. 1 to Nida, who's at second, and 1 to Evan Wilson, who's not being held off of first base right now. There's 2 away as Compton will face Luke Blades. He's 0 for 1. He's walked and grounded out in this appearance to the first baseman. First pitch to him is a called strike, and strikes are exactly what you're looking for here if you're Beckley. Hoping that Compton could potentially go the distance for you in this one and save what pitching you have left for Sunday. Here's the 0-1 pitch. It's popped straight up. Kesterson discards himself with a mask. Now he'll give way to the third baseman, Barnett, who makes the catch for the final out of the inning. Charleston strands a couple of more base runners. Beckley still in the driver's seat. They will come to the plate with hitters 3, 4, and 5 when we return for the bottom of the 5th. This is the 2025 West Virginia American Legion Baseball State Tournament on Metro News, the voice of West Virginia.
Metro News is the voice of West Virginia. If your business has a need to reach potential customers in virtually any area within West Virginia, WVRC Media's Metro News platform provides a solution. Metro News covers every county in the state, with over 90 affiliates receiving all or some of our 7 daily and weekly programs. Metro News is a cost-efficient way to deliver your message to the entire state or to a specific geographic area. Metro News also offers your company access to over 1 million visitors per month to our website, wvmetronews.com, which is widely regarded as the state's top online information site. Our commitment is to covering the key issues in our state, from political news, local sports, outdoors, entertainment, to Main Street, West Virginia. Metro News is the trusted source for keeping West Virginians informed. To put the power of the voice of West Virginia, Metro News, to work for your business, simply click the Start a Conversation button below. We'll be back to you within 48 hours.
The first of 2 games again to be played today at Dale Miller Field. Wheeling, they've got the next one. They're the only unbeaten team, I should say, left in this tournament. They'll be taking on Berkeley Post 14. The Hornets, that one comes up about a half an hour after this game is done. It was originally scheduled to begin at 4 o'clock, but Mother Nature had other plans. We've had 2 delays in this game, and now we're moving by at a good pace. Hopefully it stays that way. Gavin Barnett out for another inning of work. Deegan Williams, Cole Cunningham, and Levi Barnett all to come to the plate for Beckley, looking to add some insurance. In the meantime, Charleston Post 65 is down to the final 6 outs of their season if they can't make up these 4 runs or more. And Beckley's looking to make it more. Barnett's first pitch is turned on and hit in the air to deep right field. This one ranging back towards the wall. It's foul. Williams got a hold of that one for sure. See the on-deck batter, Cole Cunningham, collecting the timber to hand it off to Williams, as he'll recollect himself in the batter's box as that goes as a long strike 1. Gavin Barnett's already ready to throw. He's set from the windup. Now he delivers the 0-1 pitch. It misses outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. The next pitch misses low. 2-1. Williams singled back in the first, was thrown out of the plate to end the inning, trying to score from first. He's also struck out. Facing Barnett for the first time, the 2-1 pitch misses outside. 3-1. Williams, a .340 hitter, takes the next pitch outside. That is ball 4. It's a 5-pitch walk. Bringing Cole Cunningham to the plate.
The designated hitter, Cole Cunningham.
Cunningham with a double and a walk in this game. So that gives him 4 hits total for the tournament. He's driven in 1 as this pitch misses low. The 1-0 delivery misses off the plate. 6 walks issued by Beckley pitching in this start. 5 for Charleston post 65, so 11 free passes combined. The 2-0 pitch popped up into left field. Tani takes a step back and then comes in to make the catch. Actually, we have some defensive adjustments that I need to tell you about. That's not Tani out in left field. That's just procured the out. That's Luke Blades playing one of the many positions that he plays for this team. Barclay's gone to first base. Barrett Van Camp's at second. Will Curry's at short now, with Wilson still at third. First pitch swinging and missing is Levi Barnett. Barnett with a walk and a single. He's come around to score both times. The 0-1 popped up, first base side, and it's going to leave the playing surface. So again, to reset that defense for Charleston post 65, it's Blades in left, Nida in center, Buckner in right. Wilson's over at third base. As the 0-2 pitch, it's hammered in the air to left center field. Blades will be tested again, and he reaches up and makes the catch. What a fantastic grab by Blades out in left field. Tested for the second time in as many plays. This one much more impressive than the previous. It's a highlight reel grab for the second out that may have saved a run. Wow. He tracked that well. Hammered off the bat of Barnett. Blades running at full speed. Reached up and made the catch. Didn't really impress the fan that was sitting right behind him on the left center field wall. As the first pitch is a called strike to Ashton Cochran. And the next pitch is popped up. Well, we have a hat trick here for Blades. He runs in on it, makes a leaping catch for the final out. 3 straight fly ball outs to the left fielder now, Luke Blades, playing his third position of the game. That keeps Beckley off the scoreboard. Charleston coming to the plate for the top of the 6th when we return. This is coverage of the West Virginia American Legion State Baseball Tournament on Metro News, the voice of West Virginia.
Inside all of us lies a potential to succeed. The definition of success differs for each of us. It's personal. One size doesn't fit all. At MVB, we believe in relationships supported by technology, product offerings, and inside all of us lies a potential to succeed. The definition of success differs for each of us. It's personal. One size doesn't fit all. At MVB, we believe in relationships supported by technology, product offerings, and industry knowledge. We believe in your imagination, your determination, and your grit. Our financial services keep pace with your ambition and empower your limitless potential. We say yes if, when other banks say no because. At our core, we power potential. We strive to unlock the potential in you, your family, your business, and your community. Your success is our success. You deserve more than a bank. You deserve a trusted partner on the financial frontier. MVB, powering your potential.
In the top of the 6th, Jason Farrell, Grant Barclay, Gavin Barnett all coming to the plate for Charleston post 65, who are down to the final 6 outs of their season if they can't find the necessary runs to keep this game going. First full inning of work for Axe Compton. He got the final out of the top of the 5th inning as he misplaced his first delivery here in the top of the 6th, but the second one finds its way home for a strike. Jason Farrell has doubled and scored in this game. He's also bounced into a 6-4-3 double play. The 1-1 pitch off the end of the bat. He sends it back to the screen, and it's 1-2. 4, 5, and 6 hitters due up in this inning for Charleston Post 65 with some work to do offensively. Oh, this one slipped. Axe Compton flashes a smile to the dugout. Hung on to that one a little bit longer than he wanted to. And it's a 2-ball, 2-strike count. The next pitch plate work also misfired by the pitcher, and it's full. And that one also away from the hand of the pitcher. It's a full count, or rather a ball 4, a walk to Jason Farrell. Forgive me. Compton got ahead in the count 1-2, but 3 bad misses to walk Farrell and bring Barclay to the plate. You see Compton tugging at that jersey, trying to keep that hand dry. That's the start that Charleston Post 65 needed. Barclay coming to the plate. He's grounded out to the first baseman Cochran twice today. And he takes the first pitch for a cold strike as Compton finds the zone once again. And the 0-1 pitch misses low. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. One, well off the plate now. 2 balls and 1 strike. Compton, the lone non-West Virginia native on this Beckley roster. The next pitch fouled away. It's 2-2. It's from Tazewell, Virginia. Here's a throw over to first base. Oh, nearly in time to pick off Farrell, but he just gets back in under the tag. That one as close as it gets. Had him leaning and everything. The throw over, it does look like it was the right call, but that was very close. Next pitch misses away. Compton committed to play at Paul D. Camp Community College in the fall. As the next pitch is swung on and missed up in the zone, or at least he'll begin his collegiate career in the fall. He gets the strikeout there for the first out.
Pitcher, Gavin Barnett.
So Compton, a product of Tazewell High School. I believe they're the Bulldogs just south of that Bluefield Beckley area. Here's one that's tapped back to the mound. We'll see if it's 2. To second for 1. Brown off balance throw to first, not in time. Ball got to Compton quickly, turned and threw it to Brown. A little awkwardly, Brown had to shift to make that catch and get the lead runner. And then was just kind of falling off to his right. Couldn't make a clean throw over to first base. Compton just kind of rushing that initial throw. Brown had to reach back for it, then threw off balance to first base. But you'll take the lead runner. Luke Buckner batting now with a runner at first base. He grounds this one back to the pitcher. Compton wants to take it to first base, flip it underhand to Cochran for the outs. He faces 1 over the minimum here in the top of the 6th inning. That means Charleston Post 65 is down to the final 3 outs of their season. Beckley goes for insurance with hitters 7, 8, and 9 due up in the bottom of the 6th. This is coverage of the West Virginia State American Legion Baseball Tournament on Metro News, the voice of West Virginia.
This summer at Dan Calva Toyota World, we have trucks, and more trucks. With over 250 Toyota trucks here and on the way, we guarantee we have a truck for you. Come check out our 2025 hybrid Tacomas that offer 326 horsepower and 4.75% for 60 months. So come get your brand new Toyota truck today at Dan Calva Toyota World in Fairmont. Shop the world.
I'm Sean Kovich, Mountaineer Golf Coach. When disaster strikes your home, business, or golf game, call the restoration company the Mountaineers call. Panhandle Cleaning and Restoration.
Back at the ballpark as we're in the bottom of the 6th inning. Beckley looking to add some insurance to their 4-run lead before they turn things back over to Axe Compton in the top of the 7th inning. Beckley will send hitters 7, 8, and 9 to the plate in this inning. And if this is a Beckley team that is about to punch their ticket to Championship Monday, it's been well earned. They started this tournament with a loss to Post 60. Rattled off a couple of one-run victories, eliminating Clarksburg, eliminating the host team in Morgantown, and now looking to eliminate a magical postseason run from this Charleston Post 65 team. Obviously, Charleston Post 65, the other part of that equation, looking to gum up the works. They'll have their 8, 9, and 1 hitters when they come up in the top of the 7th. But in the meantime, they're trying to keep Post 32 off the scoreboard. Cole Brown, who's 0 for 1 with a fly out to left field and a sacrifice fly, will begin things here in the 6th inning. Brown, a .340 hitter, cranks this first pitch into left field, sinking quickly, but right into the glove of Blades out in left field. So that is 4 consecutive putouts by Blades out there in left. Made a highlight reel grab on the warning track for the 2nd out of the 6th inning. Make it the 5th inning, forgive me. That's the first out here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Grayson Kesterson has scored a run when he was walked back in the 2nd. He swings at the first pitch, hits it in the air to right field. That's going to be down for a base hit. He's rounding first base. He's thinking about 2nd. Here comes the throw in from Buckner, and it's going to be not in time. A 1-out double for Grayson Kesterson, his first hit of the day. Puts a runner in scoring position for Beckley. Again, looking to add some insurance here with 1 out in the bottom of the 6th inning. Braden Kiblinger comes to the plate where he's 0 for 1. He's popped up and walked in this game.
The second baseman, Braden Kiblinger.
Farrell went out to have a brief conversation with Barnett. You see the double there from Kesterson. Dropped it into right field. Kiblinger again 0 for 1 with a walk. Runner at second base. First pitch swinging. The bottom fell out of that delivery from Barnett. Kiblinger's behind 0-1. The 1-strike pitch hit in the air. Right center field. Buckner charging in on it, loses the hat but not the ball. He makes the catch for the 2nd out.
The center fielder.
That'll bring Jacob Meadows to the plate. He is 1 for 3. He's got an RBI single, a pop-up, and a ground out. Beckley again's got a runner in scoring position. They want that to be the insurance run before they turn things over to Axe Compton in the top of the 7th. See if Meadows can oblige. First pitch breaking ball is a called strike. The 0-1 misses low, 1-1. Maddox Sims, if necessary, waits on deck. He'd love to get one more plate appearance in this game. He's 0 for 3. The 1-1 pitch misses outside, 2-1. Now 3 balls and 1 strike, as Barnett cannot find the zone there on 2-1. 3-1 pitch grounded up the middle. Barnett tried to barehand it. He can't field it. They're going to send the runner Kesterson around third. Here he comes to the plate. The throw, the tag, not in time. Beckley makes it 6. Another RBI hit for Jacob Meadows. Kesterson hustling all the way has given them that much-needed insurance run. Decent throw from Nida out in center. This bounding ball up the middle. Again, Barnett nearly put his bare hand on it. Nida got to it, came up firing. The one-hop throw to the catcher Farrell, and the tag applied just a bit late. And still a runner in scoring position as Meadows and Kiblinger, or rather Kesterson, traded places. First pitch swinging, this one popped up over our broadcast position. Again, Sims in search of his first hit, would like to trade places with his teammate as well. The 0-1 breaking ball misses high. 1 ball and 1 strike. The next pitch in the dirt, handled well by Farrell. 2 balls and a strike. Now the 2-1 from Barnett. This one's hit in the air to left center field. Nida ranges over and makes the catch for the final out. Jacob Meadows, though, a crucial hit, driving Grayson Kesterson in, making it 6-1 in favor of Beckley. Looking for 3 more outs to punch their ticket to championship Monday. On the other side of this break, the 2025 West Virginia American Legion Baseball State Tournament on Metro News, the voice of West Virginia.
Out here in West Virginia, beyond the screens and the city noise, there's a place you can shake off your worries and find space to reconnect to what matters. Follow your wanderlust to our waterfalls. Ride wild rivers to small towns full of history, or slow down and just breathe in beauty. Find your almost heaven at wvtourism.com.
You own a boat because you love spending time on the water. Choose the outboard that allows you to make the most of it. Honda Marine's legendary reliability, ease of maintenance, and powerful performance keep you going strong, and are all backed by the peace of mind protection of the industry's best limited warranty. Visit your Honda Marine dealer today and find out why it's more than an engine. It's your time on the water.
Three outs is all that separates Beckley from a berth in our championship game or games on Monday. And 3 outs is all that separates Charleston Post 65 from the end of their season. Well, they've got a couple of batters looking to change that. Will Curry, Gage Tawney, and Landon Nida will all come to the plate. Axe Compton has retired 4 batters so far. He got the final out of the top of the 5th inning and then faced one over the minimum in the 6th inning. And he heads out to the mound for the top of the 7th. 6 runs on 7 hits for the Bash in this game. 1 run on just the lone hit given up by Beckley pitching to Charleston in this game. And Charleston's committed the game's only error.
Will Curry.
Will Curry to lead it off. He replaced Ryan Anderson when Anderson was lifted from this game, the starting pitcher for Charleston Post 65. Curry's had 1 at-bat today. He walked back in the 5th inning. The first pitch to him misses low, ball 1. Simple in understanding, difficult in execution, the job for Axe Compton's looking to throw strikes, pitch with the lead, get these final 3 outs for Beckley. But he started on the back foot, issuing a couple of balls. It's 2 balls and no strikes. 2-0 pitch, fastball. That's exactly what the doctor ordered for the Bash. It's a called strike. Fantastic season for Charleston Post 65. Had to get through a very tough area that featured this Beckley team. This pitch misses away 3-1. Also the Mad Dogs of Post 94. The 3-1 pitch, misses low, ball 4. That's the start that Charleston needed. And Curry walks for the 2nd time in as many at-bats. That brings Gage Tawney to the plate. He's walked and bounced into a 4-6-3 double play. Or rather, this is Barrett Van Camp, forgive me. It was Van Camp that bounced into that double play back in the 5th inning. Moderate lead by Curry off of first base. Not going on the first pitch. Don't want to cost yourself a out on the base path, says the first pitch misses low. Again, Compton struggling a bit to find the zone in his second full inning of relief. The 1-0 pitch, it's hit in the air to right field. Sims will settle underneath it. Maybe, and he does make the catch for the first out here in the top of the 7th. Shuffled his feet a couple of times there, trying to track the ball against the gray sky here in Morgantown. That's the first out.
The center fielder, Landon Nida.
In steps Landon Nida, a couple of walks, couple of stolen bases, but has not made it past second base at any point in this game. He's also flown out to the right fielder as a throw over to first base, and back in safely is Curry. And here's a pitch that pops in and out of the catcher's mitt of Kesterson. Nearly hit the batter. Nida got out of the way of that one. The 1-0, it gets to the backstop. That's going to allow Curry to advance the scoring position. And it'll mean a new baseball for Compton. And the home plate umpire will need to get some new baseballs before play resumes. Gives Compton a chance to relace that left cleats. Also try to dry his hands off a little bit. And now Will Curry is going to be lifted for a pinch runner. Trey Cox has gone out to run.
Pinch running for Charleston Post 65, number 7, Trey Cox.
So we've got a new runner at second base. We've still got a 2-0 count and one away here in the top of the 7th inning. The 2-0 called strike under the hands. The 2-1 pitch misses off the plate. 3 balls and a strike. Compton has walked one in this inning already. That was Will Curry, but Curry, of course, again, has just been listed for Cox, the pinch runner. 3-1. It gets all the way to the backstop. So Cox advances to third, and that's ball 4 to Nida.
The third baseman, Evan Wilson.
Evan Wilson will come to the plate, and the infielders and the coaching staff of Beckley will converge on the mound. We might see ourselves a pitching change, and we will. That's going to be it for Compton.
Final pitch count for Carlson, 28.
28 pitches thrown by Compton. That means he can come back and pitch tomorrow. So a strategic move by Beckley there to save arms, as they now have their eyes set on a state championship, but they still have to get these final 2 outs of this game. Easier said than done. Again, this is a very scrappy Charleston Post 65 team who have put 2 runners on in this inning. New pitcher for Beckley is Brady Williams. Brady Williams is making just his second appearance of the season for Beckley. He's faced just 3 batters this season, walked one of them and struck out one of them, and stranded a couple of runners on base. So Brady Williams in to pitch, potentially to get these final 2 outs for Beckley. But again, a very inexperienced pitcher for the Bash. Charleston Post 65 will look to use that to their advantage. So Williams becomes the third pitcher to throw for Beckley. They've held Charleston to just one hit in this game. Of course, Compton leaves with those two runners still charged to him. Neglected to give you the final box score in this game for the starter, Lane Lambert. He went 4 2/3, allowing 1 run, 1 hit, struck out 1, but he walked 6. Compton, who just left, issued 3 free passes and no hits. So 9 walks by Beckley pitching in this game. 5 for Charleston pitching. Again, the wet playing surface having a lot to do with that. Play resumes, runners at the corners. Evan Wilson at the plate. So a tough ask for Brady Williams. His first at-bat, or his first batter, I should say, the ever-dangerous Evan Wilson. He's flown out to center field, has been hit by a pitch and walked. Runners at the corners, and the first pitch to the plate is a called strike. Cox, the courtesy runner, over at third, running in place of Will Curry. And Landon Nida over at first base. We'll see if he'll be off on one of these next deliveries. But again, Charleston doesn't want to run themselves out of the inning. This pitch taken outside for a ball, and Nida takes second base without a throw. So now runners at second and third. That takes away the conventional double play. Williams has the count even into ball and a strike on the batter, Evan Wilson. Williams from the stretch. The next pitch misses well outside, 2-1. 2-1 delivery, misses high, 3 balls and a strike. Things starting to get a little spicy, especially if Williams reaches, or rather, Wilson reaches. The 3-1 pitch, Wilson hits it a mile high in foul territory. Cochran giving chase, but he runs out of real estate. That'll land over in the direction of the Wheeling Post 1 players that are about to invade the dugout for the second game this evening. That'll be about approximately 30 minutes after this game is done. Beckley hopes that'll be a finish to come soon, but Charleston Post 65's got a lifeline. 2 aboard, trailing by 5. Full count to Wilson. Time called. Williams will step back atop the rubber. Wilson back into the batter's box. Full count pitch right down the middle. It's hit into center field, and it's down for a base hit. That's going to score Anderson, or rather Cox, the courtesy runner. Coming in behind him is Nida, and all of a sudden it's a 3-run game. A 2-run single by Evan Wilson, bringing Luke Blades to the plate, and most importantly for Charleston, it brings the tying run to the on-deck circle. Luke Blades is 0 for 2 with a walk today. Nice piece of hitting there by Wilson to send that one up the middle and allow the 2 runs to score. First pitch to the plate nearly hits Blades. He takes it for ball 1. The question now for Beckley, who would you turn to next? Again, it seemed as though the logic behind pulling Compton under 30 pitches was to save him for tomorrow. The 1-0 pitch is a called strike. If Williams allows another to reach, do you consider putting Compton back into the game? Or, of course, have to bring somebody else out of the bullpen or out of the field. The 1-1 pitch misses, gets away from the catcher. Evan Wilson advances to second. Again, taking away the opportunity of a conventional double play. Tough ask for Williams to make his second pitching appearance of the season. Looking to get the final 2 outs to send Beckley to a championship. Here's a line shot, just foul down the right field line off the bat of Blades. That would have made things even more interesting. Two balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runner at second base is Wilson. The batter is Luke Blades. Jason Farrell is on deck. He represents the tying run with Charleston trailing by 3. Here's one that's hit on a hop to the shortstop, Brown. He'll throw to first base in time for the out. An important second out for Beckley. Wilson advances over to third. That run doesn't mean that much for Beckley if they could get this final out. Jason Farrell has doubled, grounded into a double play, and walked, and he represents the final hope for Charleston post 65. Charleston scored the first run of this game. As Williams' first pitch is high, Beckley responded with 3 runs in the bottom of the third. Make it the bottom of the second, forgive me. That led to them scoring 6 in a row before Charleston has put those 2 runs across in this inning. Next pitch high, 2 balls and no strikes. The 2-0 delivery. It's hit in the air to center field. Ranging over to his right to make this final catch is Meadows, and Beckley's going to play for a state championship. Post 32 wins it 6-3, eliminating Charleston post 65 and earning them a spot in Monday's championship game or games. Final score 6-3 here at Dale Miller Field. We'll wrap it up in just a moment. Beckley victorious in the 2025 West Virginia American Legion Baseball State Tournament. On Metro News, the voice of West Virginia.
Inside all of us lies a potential to succeed. The definition of success differs for each of us. It's personal. One size doesn't fit all. At MVB, we believe in relationships supported by technology, product offerings, and industry knowledge. We believe in your imagination, your determination, and your grit. Our financial services keep pace with your ambition and empower your limitless potential. We say yes if, when other banks say no because. At our core, we power potential. We strive to unlock the potential in you, your family, your business, and your community. Your success is our success. You deserve more than a bank. You deserve a trusted partner on the financial frontier. MVB, powering your potential.
Let's make a deal at Buchanan Toyota. 3.99% financing, up to 60 months on all new 2024 Toyota Tacomas, gas or hybrid. Buchanan Toyota, closer than you think.
Steig Wealth Enhancement Group is now Wealth Enhancement. We believe retirement starts with a plan. Saving for college starts with a plan. Your legacy starts with a plan. Do you have the right plan? Call our team at 304-443-4240 or email steig-info@wealthenhancement.com.
Little General Stores has been serving West Virginia communities for almost 5 decades. We are so grateful to be a small part of your lives, and we want to recognize the integral part of our operation, the LG family. You keep us going. Thank you.
Big box stores can't match this. At the Ranch Community Store, every purchase supports our community and fuels the mission of the Chestnut Mountain Ranch, a place of hope for young boys. Your shopping changes lives. Come see what's new, where thrifting thrives to change lives.
Game 12 is in the books here at Dale Miller Field. It's a victory for Beckley post 32, 6-3 as they eliminate Charleston post 65. So post 65 finishes their season with a record of 19-17, and the Bash improved to 21-14-1 overall. Beckley into the championship game tomorrow. It's a 1 o'clock first pitch on Monday, and they'll wait to see who they're playing. We've got one more game coming up this evening. Wheeling post 1 and Berkeley post 14 have taken the field right below us, and that game will have a first pitch of 5:10. Again, a 5:10 first pitch. Daniel Woods will have the call of that one right here on these broadcast locations, WVMetroNews.com, the Metro News television app, and WV Video Productions on YouTube. That's going to do it for me, Luke Wiggs. Once again, repeating the final score. Beckley on to Championship Monday. A 6-3 victory over Charleston post 65. With all of that said, so long from Dale Miller Field here in Morgantown.